All right, Shalom. For the phone, I want to give our praise, glory, and honor to you. How about Shem Yahushai, about Shem Kodash. Give honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and to all the Akim across the globe. Pushing the word of truth and sincerity, I want to say Shalom. So I died now from the Great Millstone Camp in Chicago with a response video to the, I believe, Netflix series. Yes, it is Netflix. The Netflix series, American Horror Story. All right, and it's pretty good. A lot of spiritual aspects of it. Would let you know that Hollywood, these people who produce these movies and write these movies are are versed in the scriptures. Of course they tell it from the left hand side, but it goes into the scriptures nonetheless. And of course without the understanding, there's a lot of symbolism and similitudes in these in this particular movie, man. All right, and if you're in, hey, it is a good movie. It is a good series. I will say that. And there's a lot of spiritual undertones or overtones in it. If you're able to spit out the meat, if you're able to eat the meat, spit out the bones, and if you watch it with a spiritual eye, as being men of the Lord, we watch everything with a spiritual eye. Because there's always something to be taken out of it. So without further ado, I'm gonna get into a couple of scriptures. All right, I'm gonna address two parts. And I'm gonna address the destruction of this place through the movie. All right, and also the rise of Esau. The God of this world. All right, without playing any clips of the movie. All right, this is I'm gonna be going into really season 8, episode 1. Okay, in the first part, it's basically going to destruction, and Lord willing, the second part of this lesson, we'll go into season 8. I'm not sure what episodes, but all of it basically fits in. So I'm gonna give you a little backdrop. At the beginning of the movie, all right, you had different lives of people going on with their regular lives, and a hairdresser was doing hair, and a rich lady had an assistant that she was being verbally abusive and misusing them, and he had this young man who was chosen to escape the destruction, so to speak. All right, but the part I really want to get into was watching that scene. You had a lot of people going on with their regular lives that day. A warning, an emergency broadcasting alert warning came across the radio and on the news, and some people thought it was a joke. They went on laughing and carrying on, still planning. Okay, until they start hearing the missiles, man. All right, so Salakia. So without further ado, I'm just gonna get into it. All right, when my screen get back up, Salakia. Actually, it was very informative, man. It lined up with the scriptures. It's Matthew 24:37. But as in the days of Noah were so shall, Salakia. But as in the days of Noah, as in the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. All right. So we know in the days of Noah, it took 100 plus years to build the ark, where he was out there witnessing. Okay. All right, so he was basically warning the people of the upcoming calamities. But as in the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving into marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man shall be. All right. So if you watch that season 8, episode 1, you see people going on with their daily lives. Okay, not taking heed. Some were, some wasn't. Taking heed to the warning that was broadcast, man. And right now, just like how we're warning the people, You people out here giving in a marriage, all right, drinking and rioting and reveling and so wrapped up in your everyday life that you're drowned out the sound of the word of the Lord speaking by the prophets, man. Okay, and they had a particular scene on there where the news anchor was reading the alert, reading about the incoming missiles. He said something very heavy, man. He said he can't believe that we did it, as he couldn't believe that America sent off these missiles, man. All right, so when you start like in Hawaii a few months back, where they thought those missiles were coming in, and then people were panicking, man. All I was a test run for when the real thing happens, man. All right, all right. People are not gonna believe that the world that they had or are living in is gonna come to an end, man. Life as we know it is about to be disrupted by the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Okay. This let me get this real quick in the apocrypha. All right, because this is real serious business that is going to be happening and what's going on right now before the destruction comes. Dang, it's not what I wanted, but sure, I'm gonna go ahead and read this real quick. This this is spirit. It says, man, man, I'm gonna just get to it. This is 2 Ezra 16 and 38. I'm gonna start at 37. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. All right, and right now we're seeing the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. You hear constantly uprisings in Haiti and Bolivia and man all across the globe, man, in places where people are not even talking about it. All right, all right, we're gonna get into it. Verse 38: as when a woman with child, the ninth month, bringing forth her son, with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great it says of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child coming forth, they slack not a moment. Right, man. Hey, there's not a day that go past where there's not another uprising. The violence in these places are getting dramatically increased. It's spreading across the whole globe, man. Right? It won't slack not a moment, man. It's gonna come further. Gonna be more and more contractions and more pain. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. All right, not just here in America. All right, but all these other places, man. Hong Kong, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. All right. So that's what's going to be coming on in a minute, man. Pretty soon, all right. These plays are going to come so far, so quickly back to back after each other. All right. That people are going to be have nowhere to turn. That you flee from a bear, and a lion met you. You know, you go lay your hand on the wall and a serpent bit you. All right. There's another one I wanted to get. This is it. This is Sirach 11:27. The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his end his deeds shall be discovered, man. All right, so you're out there marrying and giving into pleasures, man. Hey, when this martial law come, when these plagues get released and unleashed on this planet, starting here with America, you can forget about getting your nails done. You can forget about riding the cock carousel, man. All right, you're gonna forget about eating that spicy chicken sandwich from Popeyes, man. Okay, you're gonna forget about your trips to your trips around the world, your vacation time at work. All right, this is what we're trying to warn you about these upcoming pleasures. Hey, because Esau already knows this, man. He put it down in his books and puts it in these movies, man. All right, this First Thessalonians. I'm gonna start at 2. So for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and should not escape. And you really got to reading that in Wisdom of Solomon, all right, or in the Apocrypha, okay, about a woman being travail, all right. You know, you got these people. You got President Trump taking our troops out of Syria from the border, right? He relocated them to Iraq or Iran. One of them places, back. He did moving one pawn piece to another area, man. All right. Hey, there is gonna be no peace to this place, man. The judgment, how about Shemi outside? There's no peace. There's no peace unto the wicked, man. All right. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that the day shall overtake you as a thief. All right, man. So, hey, the men of the Lord are forewarning you, because we see the destruction coming. We see the birth pains getting closer and closer and more severe, man. All right. That's why we're out here to warn you. Okay. Luke 5. Salakia, not 5. Luke 21 and 34. So then take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness and cares of the life, and so that the day come upon you unawares. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be counted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man, man. All right. So we're gonna so we're out here prophesying, all right, trying to show you what's coming up ahead. All these things have been written, man. How about me outside written these things out thousands and thousands of years ago? So what's gonna behold us in the latter end, man? And we're seeing this, man. We're seeing this right now. We have a front row seat of the destruction and the fulfillment of prophecies by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. All right, and let's get to some of that. Second Esdras 15, from 14, it says, woe to the world, and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the power of their actions shall lie in their hand. Shall stand in their power. Okay? Hey, so that's what's going to be going on, man. Sword, pestilence, destruction. All right, neighbors forgetting forgetting their neighbors. Okay. Hey, so hey, we have a very dramatic and turbulent road ahead, man. Okay. But the scripture talk about how we pray to the Lord, we watch. All right, that we don't give into surfeiting and rioting and drunkenness. That when the day of the Lord come, it won't overtake us as a thief, but we shall be able to stand, man. All right? Let's jump down to verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and great tribulation, man. Okay? So that's what's going to be going on, man. All right? Great tribulation, great destruction. All right, it's going to be a time which has never been, man. All right? I'm going to get this one of my favorites. I'm going to get to the Revelation 2 and close out. With Psalm 5 and 19, I'm sorry, 20. His severe wrath shall be sharpened for a sword, and the world shall fight with him against the unwise. Then shall the right aiming thunderbolts go abroad, and from the clouds, as from a well-drawn bow, shall they fly to the mark. And hailstones full of wrath shall be cast out of a stone bow, and the water of the sea shall rage against them, and the flood shall cruelly drown them. Yea, a mighty wind shall stand up against them, like a storm shall blow them away. Thus iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth, and ill dealing shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty, man. Okay, so this is what we got to look forward to, man. All right, the destruction of Babylon by these nuclear missiles, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua going to put the candle on top and burn the place up, man. All right, get the Revelations. Revelation, the 12th, or the 12, 18. Revelation 18 and 7, it says, all right, if you watch that first episode, hey, that first few minutes of it, man, hey, it's very prophetic, man. All right, the missiles came, and they laid the land desolate. All right, if you watch later on, during the episode in the movie, the series, all right, the land was laid waste. Now, they're not gonna be no survivors. Okay, they use that for a special effect, but hey, that place was desolate, man, with nothing growing. All the animals were dead and sick, man. I'm gonna get to the point. It says, Revelation 18. I'm gonna start at 7. No, I'm not. Let's start at start at 1. And after these things I saw an angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and it become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. All right, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and all the merchants of the earth are waxing rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, that you receive none of her plagues. And we got to read in that Luke, the 21st chapter, okay, by not being taken in the same rightness with them, man. All right? For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to the works. And the cup which she hath filled to her double. All right, man, that's going to be in the kingdom, man. Okay? They're going to receive double. But also now, and she's going to receive her plagues from all the things that she did to the other nations, man. All right, mainly, and most importantly to the nation of Israel, the Native Americans, Latinos, and so-called Negroes, but also the other countries with nuclear capability are going to be shooting all their arrows at her, man. I'm going to get that too. How much she has glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit as a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord Yahweh that judgeth her. Okay? All right, so that's what's going to happen to this place, man. All right? So, scripture talk about spare arrows, I believe. It says, Jeremiah 50 and 14, put yourselves arrayed against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she hath sinned against the Lord, man. Hey, when you watch that episode, hey, that newscaster man said, man, I can't believe they did it, man. Or I can't believe we did it. Hey, we gonna shoot those missiles, and they're gonna shoot missiles back it up. They're gonna shoot missiles over here, man. All right, and all of them all these missiles are gonna get released, man. And pursuant to the revelation, man. All right, all these missiles are gonna get shot off, man. What you people don't understand is that these defense systems, they have a system in place to where they're able to detect nuclear warheads, was automatically gonna send them off. So you don't have to push no buttons, man. Once one of those get released in the air, they're all gonna get released by these other nations. That's the way the technology has set them up. That's why the scripture talk about how he took the pride, all right, in their own craftiness, man. All right. So that's what we gotta look forward to, man. All right. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.